All right, we are recording. Thank y'all all for hopping on. I am so stinking excited about our guest speaker tonight. So I had to actually go back to our threads to dig around to see when we first became in contact, and it was 2017. She was triple pushing for presidential, and she just became one of my accountability partners, and it just clicked. I mean, her fire's contagious. Her smile's contagious. Like, you're fixing to see when she starts talking, you just can't help but just get all giddy and excited. So with that said, I am going to turn this over to Kellie Brown. I sent her over tons and tons of questions, and I kind of just told her, this is a little bit of everything that our team is wanting to hear, but just go with it. Whatever is on your heart and whatever you feel like pouring into these people, let's just do it. So I'm going to unmute you, or you can unmute yourself, Kellie.
Okay, so I was going to pull up the questions here on the side too. That way I can still see them at the same time. Okay, hi you guys. I'm so excited to be with y'all. I was just hopping off of another Zoom and then coming to be with y'all. And I'm excited to be here. So thank you for asking me to be here. And I am just excited to help. Anything that I have to offer, I'm excited to offer it to you. So, okay, so do you want me to go down the list, Tiff? Or did you want me to, I will for sure just share with you, but I want to make sure I hit these things as well.
Yeah, we can go kind of down the list. Okay. The first thing that most people were asking is what clicked when you ran towards ambassador, or what was it, whenever you from triple to presidential, what was it? Was it mental? Was it a podcast that made your heart and your mind kind of just match?
Yeah. So there are a few places, and one of the questions was, did you ever feel stuck or get stuck in a rut? So I can kind of hit that maybe at the same time. So yes, okay, first of all, y'all, I started this business. I was looking for $55 a month for ballet classes. I didn't know this was an industry. I didn't know people made money doing things like this. So I was totally clueless. In fact, I said no 3 times. I was like, you don't want to even ask me. My poor friend Stacy, I was like, yeah, you don't even want to invite me because I couldn't. I'll be a really good customer. So I came to her party and bought products, and I'm like, yeah, you don't even want to, I'm like, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, well, $55 a month would be awesome because I'm trying to pay for ballet classes for my daughter Nova. And at the time I would go on Facebook on swap shops and barter and trade for stuff that we needed or wanted, or I would find things in the house we don't need and I'll sell it and I was like, surely I can find a way to make $55 a month to make this thing happen. You know what I'm saying? And so when it came up, my husband was like, well, I don't know. Stacy and Sherry Lynn, I'll call it, they're my friends, my upline, but and they had just earned the Diamond $10,000 bonus, and I was like, well, it looks like they're kind of winning. I don't know. It's weird. They're posting pictures of people's bellies. I don't know that I could ever do that because the wraps was the main thing when we started, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Sherry posted her stomach. I was like, babe, look at her stomach. I'd hope they wouldn't ask me to do that because I could not do that. Right. And he was all the while going, I don't know. I think maybe you should just try. If they're winning at this, maybe you could be good at it. He's like, you don't know if you never try. And so lo and behold, finally I said yes, because he was the one going, you could quit if you don't like it, but what if you like it? And what if you do good? And what if I don't know. I was like, all right, fine. I mean, in high school, I didn't even sell candy bars for my cheerleading uniforms. My poor mom, we grew up in the trailer park, right? And we had no money. And my poor mom spent $67 on candy bars because I didn't have the guts to sell my dang candy bars. World's best chocolate with almonds. That's my favorite. And I was like, but I needed to do it for cheerleading. And I'm like, oh, please just buy my candy bars, please. So anyway, so really I started going, okay, if this thing does work and I could figure out how to make $55 a month, I'd be cool with that because I just need to pay for ballet. And so that's kind of where I started. And y'all, I didn't even get my first 4 little customers by myself. I was so scared. I was like, oh, please. I'm like, I cannot post people's naked bellies on social media. And what I'm like, we were in full-time ministry, okay? And I'm like, I'm friends with all these pastors and like different people and all across the country from different churches and stuff. And I'm like, what are they going to say if I'm posting bellies and people in their underwear? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I went straight to talking about the business. And I would hold up my phone and go, I can't believe this is so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm going to make an extra $500 a month from my phone. If you could use an extra $500 a month from your phone, message me or comment below. And that's what I would say over and over. I can't believe this business from my phone is going to pay for my gas in my car. But that's still what we teach now, just maybe not so cheesy, right? Like, and people were messaging me going, how are you making money from your phone? First of all, I was posting once every 6 months. I didn't do social media hardly before this business, y'all. Okay. I was like, don't nobody got time to play on Facebook. I got tiny people I'm chasing. Okay. And so here I am straight out of nowhere going $500 a month from my phone. And so people were messaging me, what the heck are you doing to make $500? What are you doing to make? Okay. And that's how I started signing people. I didn't know what the heck I was talking about or if this thing was even going to work. Okay. But I was like, well, I'm going to figure it out. If they're figuring it out, I can figure it out too. I'm like, you want to come figure it out with me? And people started signing as distributors, but no customers, just distributors. I was like, I don't know how we're going to sell the products, but everybody wants to do the business with me. So it was, we say ignorance on fire. That's honestly, I was like a big giant dummy and I was inviting people to be dummies with me and they were saying yes. And I was like, awesome. A whole group of dummies. Let's do this. And so if you have ever said, well, I can sign loyal customers, but I can't sign distributors to save my life. I can sign distributors all day long, but I can't sign customers to save my life. Well, sissy, let me tell you this. If you can sign one, you can sign both. It's just whatever you're excited for is what you sign. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that you're missing. You have everything you need to be successful in this business. There are no tips and tricks. You've got mass enrollers for leaders. Okay. And they're sharing with you what they're doing. You're not missing out on any secret. There's no secret in my phone I wouldn't share with you. Okay. You have everything you need. Sometimes the only thing you're missing is a little more of you, a little more fire under your honey, a little more ignorance in your step. Okay. So I went for it. Okay. And then I panicked and I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I came here for $55 a month. My friends were signing friends. I was signing friends. My friends were signing friends. We were getting DTs. And all of a sudden we landed ourselves at Diamond, 6 months into the business. So to me, I was promoting 1 rank a month, every month. Okay. All of a sudden I'm like, I'm a stone. I'm Ruby. Like my year goal was like, yeah, let's don't even talk about goals. Let's don't talk about dream boards. Don't nobody ask me to make a dream board because I was not about to make a dream board. Okay. I'm like, my dream's $55. What you want me to do about that? Okay. When I was sitting in John and Sherry's house talking to them, and I think Sherry Lynn at the time was like double diamond going triple diamond or something like that. And they were asking me how the business was going. I was like, man, if I could just get to a stone, that'd be awesome. Talking about Ruby. Like if I could just have a rock, like some kind of colored stone, I'd be cool with it. Like I'd be cool with Ruby. So we go Ruby, then Emerald, then Diamond and get a $10,000 bonus. I quit my job and I bought a minivan because my husband made me buy a minivan. I didn't want no dang minivan, but he made me buy one. Now I have a truck. Okay. But so we end up with this new minivan. I quit my job because I was taking care of my babies. They were 2 and 6 months at the time. And y'all, I didn't grow up wanting to be a super mom. I was a single kid. What do you call that? Only child. Okay. And my mom was a single mom. And I didn't know how to be a mom. Like I just saw what she did, but it was only me. I didn't grow up around big families or anything. So to me, 2 kids was like, I don't even know how to do this. I'm like drowning and it's only 2 kids. Okay. So, and so we go Diamond and my Emerald quit. Anybody ever have somebody quit before? No matter where you're at in your business, you might be executive and you assign 2 people and those 2 people don't do anything. And you're like, well, dang it. How am I ever going to go Diamond? The 2 people assigned, they ain't doing a dang thing. You're like, how am I supposed to get 14 or how many? 13 more. And I signed 2 and they ain't doing nothing. Sissy, We got to think bigger. It don't just take two. You want to think diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, not just two. Okay. So my Emerald quit. She was awesome. She's still my best friend. I knew her for a long time. She's still my friend. Like they came to visit my house the other day and stayed with us. And this girl, all the potential in the world, don't want to do it. So I'm like, dang, here I am going, I don't know how I got here in the first place. Now, how the heck do you expect me to stay where I am and go double diamond and make like a $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 paycheck? Are you kidding me? Like, I came here for $55. So every single time I was getting to a new promotion place, I was getting stuck at every turn. I got stuck at diamond. Then that was in June. Okay. So then the next February, I was diamond and I never lost rank at diamond. Can you believe that? I mean, because more normally, I don't know, people go up and down, whatever. I was like, what? I figured out how to stay there. I was like, I don't know how I got here, but I'm going to find a way to stay here, dang it. Okay. And so that following February, we go to conference. I come home and everybody's excited. We go double diamond at the end of February. Conference does something to your business, y'all. If you don't have your ticket, sissy, it's an investment that you need to make. This is an investment for your life. I get that it's expensive. I get that it's holiday season. But if you are not putting your honey in that seat, you are missing out major. Okay, so come home, go double diamond. Then in May, go triple diamond. And my paycheck was $13,000. And I was like, we just won the lottery. I'm like, holy smokes. I'm like thinking, man, how did we do this? And guess what? Mount Everest. I'm like, now you want me to think about presidential diamond? And I got stuck 2 years at triple diamond. I had a surprise third baby. And we had one of my triple diamonds got cancer, thyroid cancer. We had people having family members die. Lots of life happened to every single leader on my chart. Every leg head had something crazy happen in life. And so it caused a major, stop, slow down. We never quit working. I never quit working the business. I was working business, always enrolled. I'm not a mass enroller. I would like to be. I tried to learn from Tiffany, but apparently I didn't do a good job because I'm still up here rocking and rolling my steps of success, maybe twice a month. I was like, Tiffany, now what you doing? Oh, shoot. I don't know. But here I am. And so I got stuck and I was staring at the mountain and I was going, Lord, I don't even know how I got here in the first place. And you want me to go to presidential diamond? That's 100,000 in volume. Who the heck even does that? Unicorns? I don't know. I ain't no unicorn. I came for $55. I came for $55, Gina. And my mind was trailer park. That's where my mind has been all the way till after Ambassador Diamond. I didn't realize what a poor mindset I had until this summer after going Ambassador. So we got stuck again, triple diamond. We decided to move home to Nevada. Interrupt me, sissy, if I'm deviating from the plan, okay? So we came home to Nevada and I opened my e-suite. My husband quit his job because he was working 60 plus hours a week. I had 3 tiny people, a business that was stalled out, okay? And I'm going, I just cannot do all of this all by myself. Mainly because the tiniest sister is, she's high maintenance, okay? She's high maintenance. Okay, so he comes home. We move home to Nevada. I open up my e-suite and I'm double diamond. And my husband was at one point diamond, fell down to executive. Okay, so I'm double, he's executive. And my paycheck was $3,000 total, like me and him together, $3,000. And that's for the family of 5. Well, after our tithe, I got enough to pay the mortgage and maybe some groceries. Let's don't talk about utilities or anything else. Does that make sense? And I had to have a come to Jesus moment. And it's either Kellie Brown, my mom always said to me, Kellie, you either poop or get off the pot. Okay, so this was a poop moment, right? Okay, it's either you do it or you get out of the way. Somebody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you, but you're going to have to make a decision. You're either going to do it or get off of it. But nobody's going to do it for you. You are the CEO of your own business, right? And you guys know that. You're the CEO, sis. Your business is not in your leader's hands. Your business is not in the hands of the teammates that are doing nothing. Sis, if you're taking your business and you're putting it in the hands of the people on your teammate, on your chart, in the hands of your teammates that are on your chart that are doing nothing, they didn't ask for that pressure. Okay. They didn't ask to own your business. In fact, they're saying, leave me alone. I don't even want to do this in the first place. Let them go. You realize it's easier to birth new than to revive the dead. Okay. So if you're putting your business in the hands of people that don't want it, you're putting it in the wrong place. Put that back in your hands. Okay. And that's for you and the Lord. So then I come to Jesus and I'm like, okay, Lord, look, my heart cannot take this anymore. I can't take not winning. Okay. As a kid and as an adult, I'm not a quitter. I don't start something and not finish it. So sure, I started this business going, I want $55 a month. That's what I came for. And guess what? I got it in the first month. Well, now what? Dang it. Okay, so then you got to dream again. And in the process of dreaming again and again and again, over the course of the last 4 years, eventually I landed at wanting to be Ambassador Diamond. Okay, so when last fall in October, I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm like, Lord, I don't think my heart can take a whole nother year at Triple Diamond. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to quit. I'm not a quitter. That's what I kept saying. I'm not a quitter. And I would get mad and I would cry and I would tell my husband, I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter. I'm not a quitter. But you know what I wasn't saying? I'm a winner. I'm an overcomer. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am an Ambassador Diamond. What's wrong with you? You see me? Look, I took a shower, but my hair's a mess. I got on my sweatshirt and shorts and no shoes. There's nothing. Y'all, I got fake eyelashes on so I don't have to wear makeup because I'm lazy. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. It's all normal people. Nothing, but the difference is, are you deciding to win or are you just being frustrated, stalling out, saying you're not a quitter? Because not a quitter is very different from a winner. It's a different mindset. So what I did differently was I started coming in here. This is my office, 5:30 in the morning. And I was opening up my hands and I was going, Lord, look, I don't know what to do. I've been doing the same dadgum thing for the last 4 years. I don't know what else to do different, but I need this to be done. I need to complete the dadgum task. I need to be Ambassador Diamond. And I don't know how the heck to make it happen because I was real far away. 25,000 GV, barely maintaining double diamond. And I didn't have 5 million people running everywhere. And it was just all of a sudden this magic thing that clicked. Nah, girl, we had to work. We had to work. But you can do hard things. You can work hard. You know what? It feels good to work hard. It's exciting when you work hard. You're going to feel good about it. You need to win. Sure, you need the money. Sure, everybody needs the income. Totally. But you need to win for your heart. Your heart needs to win at this. And it's going to feel so good, mainly because the person you become on the other side, I would gladly give back all the paychecks. This is no lie. I would give back all the paychecks if it meant, if just so long as I could be the person that I am today because of the process of the last 4 years, who I've become. The Lord's used this opportunity in my life in such a great way. I don't think anything else in my life could have caused me to grow in the ways that I've had to grow because of this business. Andrew and I were joking yesterday in the kitchen. I was like, man, okay, I got to go live. I had to go live this morning and do the host post giveaway. Why do I still get nervous? I don't know. But I was like, every single day I have to do something I am so nervous to do because of this dang business. And he's like, yeah, babe. Like we were joking around or whatever. I kept telling him, I have to do all these things that make me so uncomfortable and so nervous. And he was like, yeah, but that's why you win. That's why you're Ambassador Diamond. Not because I know more than you know, but because I'm not afraid to actually do the things afraid. You just do them scared. There's no secret. It's just, are you doing them while you're scared? Because you can't, the option is not to not do them, then you don't win. But if you just do them afraid, that's what most of us are doing. I mean, Alyssa's like probably a unicorn and she don't get nervous. I don't know, Tiffany, I mean, like these guys are like rocking and rolling, mass and rolling, all this kind of crazy. I'm just saying, y'all, I get nervous. I don't want people to not like me. I like people. I want them to like me. I'm yellow and blue. I'm like, can everybody just be my friend and we're just going to have a really fun time? I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. Right? So sure, I've totally stalled out. But here's the thing. I looked at that e-suite and I got so frustrated with it, but frustrated in a way that motivated me to go, I am deciding I can't stay here. I'm definitely not quitting because I'm not a quitter. But then what? Are you going to be a loser? You're not a quitter, but you're a loser? That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't, but that's what I was doing. I'm not a quitter, but I'm losing. Nah, no, you don't have to accept that. You get to decide. It's up to you. You just do the stuff scared. That's what we do. Does that make sense? Staring at your mountain, at your Mount Everest, whatever that is, whatever rank it is to you, that's like a giant mountain that you're like, I don't know how the heck I'm going to ever. Okay, staring at it and crying, that don't move your mountain. Staring at it, yelling at it, being afraid, that don't move it. What moves it? Tiny little goals. Over and over, set tiny little goals. How are you going to do your dream board? We just talked about dream boards on the Zoom right before this. This is my ugly dream board that I don't show nobody, but I just write all my stuff on it and keep it here on my desk, okay? I don't show nobody because I did this business in fear. Y'all don't play. From distributor to ambassador diamond, I did it in fear. A little less fear each time, maybe. A little different fear each time. Some bigger, some smaller, some different, some harder, some easier. I did it in fear. That's the truth. I didn't know I needed self-development till last fall. I said, how's reading a book going to sign LCs and DTs, put the VV in my e-suite? Don't nobody got time to read books? Sissy, if you're not self-developing and you're over there going, I just need somebody to pump me up. I just need somebody to help me get excited. I just need somebody to point me in the right direction to tell me what to do. No, you don't. What you're needing is self-development. That's the hole. That's the missing spot. Okay. So I started doing self-development. You know what else I wasn't doing? Host to post. I said, host to post didn't work for me. That's so embarrassing. I said, I tried it in September and it didn't work for me. And I did it for 2 weeks. That's what I said. Okay. And then guess what took me to Ambassador Diamond? Host to post. So we were double diamond and executive in October. Then in February, when conference comes, my husband goes triple diamond and I went presidential. And then ambassador, he goes presidential and I go ambassador. Just did all the things. There's not one thing you're missing. You have everything you need. Okay. There's not anything you're lacking. But it might be that you just need to be doing all the things. And you might need a little bit of fire, maybe a little bit of ignorance. That's all. Nothing wrong with you, boo. Okay, let me look at the question.
I'm just like speechless. I'm like, I wish I like could go back and forth with you, but I'm just like, you're good. I don't need to say anything. It's so
You
good.
can't go back and forth. Okay, I'm stopping.
Okay.
I'm stopping.
No, we don't. I mean, like, it's so good. I don't even feel like I need to, but I just feel bad because I feel like I should say something, but you're just so good. You have such a gift.
Thank you.
People in the chat are saying, don't ever stop.
Well, I was just going to look at the questions because I know there was some like re-rank. I didn't really say anything about that maybe, did I? Or I don't know. Sometimes I just get excited and then I keep going.
I mean,
No, you were totally fine. So it basically was like, how do you reload from, pushing like reload/re-rank or whatever the case may be, whether you're pushing to promote, whether you're pushing to re-rank, that push can be exhausting. So how do you, for example, when you went pres and then you went ambassador, how did you not get burnt out after those next couple of months? Like what kept you staying consistent?
After going ambassador, do you mean? I did get tired.
Samesies.
I did. That's my honest truth.
Yep.
I did. And you know what else? In the process of pushing, this is just my honest truth. Is it healthy? I don't know, but I'm just telling you my story. I don't know. I've dealt with a lot of fear I come from domestic violence. My mom and I lived in witness protection program for a long time as a kid, 2.5 years. And it was like real extreme. And then we end up in the trailer park, and I was like a poor kid. We couldn't afford groceries, the rent, clothes, shoes, nothing. Like the church that we were a part of would bring us money for rent, everything. So for me, thinking about $30-something thousand a month income as an ambassador didn't motivate me. I came for $55. I dreamt of someday making $12 an hour. That's what I hoped a job that I would get would pay me. Like, you know what I mean? And so when I was working at Starbucks as a shift supervisor, it was $13 an hour after tips. I was like, we in the money. Well, and then quickly as an adult, I learned that don't go very far, but okay. But so, I had a lot of fear. I just did a lot. Fear is the biggest mountain for me in this journey. So, I had to do self-development from 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. Okay. And then at 6:30, the Bible says, take every thought captive and submit it to Christ. Okay. So you take every thought captive, meaning every thought that gets thought, you catch it. And now evaluate. Is it serving your goal and your purpose? If it's not, stick that mug in the toilet where it belongs and flush it. And so I would turn off my thinking, like literally stop thinking and focus on a task. Or I'd get up and move in my house to another room. Or I'd get up and go outside. Or go check on Leo, who's 2. Or I had to like physically get up and move. Otherwise I would sit here and fear would creep up and I would get stuck in it. So is reloading any different from building? No, it's still steps to success. You're still signing distributors and loyal customers. What's hard about it is what you think. I'm just rebuilding. I used to be at Diamond. Now I'm at Ruby. I used to be, well, great. How can I even think about double Diamond when I'm down here at Ruby? That's what I was thinking. I was triple Diamond. My husband was Diamond. Then I fell down to double and he found out executive. And I'm like, you want me to make my husband triple Diamond and he's executive when I'm not even triple Diamond myself? So any of you thought that? Any of you sign your spouses and you're like going, I used to be Diamond. Now I'm at Ruby. Okay. And I have my spouse and he's like distributor. You want me to make him go Diamond so that I can go double Diamond when I'm not even Diamond myself? Anybody feel that way? But listen, reloading is just building with new people. And some of the people that you will sign in November and December will be some of your best distributors in your business. You know why? People that sign in November, December, I just signed this girl tonight. I guarantee you she's a Diamond leader. Only because they're signing out of a place of pain point. It's the holiday season. Who has extra money for presents and traveling? I mean, we didn't before this business. We couldn't go home and see family. Andrew and I didn't buy presents for each other, only for our girls. You know what I mean? Everybody needs extra in the holiday season. So if somebody's going to pay $100 to join your team in the holiday season, best believe they're going to be serious about making some serious changes for 2020 because they're feeling the pain of 2019 and they don't like it. So that's why I get excited for signing new distributors this month and next month, because I'm like, these guys mean business and you don't know who you're signing onto your team. It only takes one person to change your chart. Hey, it only takes 2 serious people for you to go all the way to double Diamond. Okay. And then we jump over and we're working on a 3rd leg for triple, but it's just, it's how you're thinking about it. If you're thinking about reloading and getting back to, and this is daunting and on, I would turn those thoughts off. They're not serving your goal. That's the honest truth. Stop your thinking. If it's negative, stop it. Like, I need to do self-development to change it. Well, sure you do. But for me, it was so stinky thinking. I could self-develop all day long and it wasn't going to change it. But I got to get to work. At some point, you got to turn off your thoughts and get to work and get the job done. Does that make sense? Some of y'all give too much credit to your thoughts. You're giving too much power to what you think. And your thoughts are not honoring the value you're giving. Does that make sense? You're giving all this value to your thoughts that are going, yeah, we got to reload. We got to re-rank. We got to redo. We got to undo. We got to do. or turn off your thinking and do your steps to success. Okay, I just need 3 DTs this month. Okay, I just need 4 low customers. I got it. Okay, now you just do it again. 3 more DTs. Okay, 4 LCs. Okay, where are we putting them? Okay, we're just like building again. You know what I'm saying? If your thoughts don't serve you, turn them off. Then self-develop from 5:30 to 6:30. Try to grow them. And then at 6:30, turn them off until 5:30 tomorrow. That's when you can unleash them, give them to the Lord. And then turn them off at 6:30 because they might not be any better after the first day. That's okay. We're a work in progress. Can you still work while you progress? Yes, you can. Yes, I can.
I love that. So you said something that like brought me into another question. You said the people that you enroll right now are going to be some of your best distributors. So what if you have someone on here that has not seen a full year? They're within their very first year. So they haven't seen the momentum that we're going into. They haven't necessarily experienced conference. I know you touched base on that. What would you say to them?
Some things are caught and some things are taught. So right now, all we can do is teach, you know, like on this Zoom or what Alyssa and Tiff do with you guys, you know, on your team page and in your group messages. They're teaching all the time. But there are some things that can't be taught. You can only catch them by getting there in person. You can only experience them by experiencing them. Does that make sense? We can teach you our experiences, but you have to feel it for yourself. So 2 things I would say. Number 1 is you kind of got to just do this blindly and just trust the process. And, you know, I mean, this will be actually December 27th will be my 5th year in the business. And every single year, it's the exact same. Everybody's like, feels this daunting feeling, and growing pains actually is what happens in this season in November. This is what you're feeling right now, is growing pains. If you're like, oh my gosh, I just need my teammates to do something. Oh my gosh, I just need this to happen. Oh my gosh, I just need to sign this and this. Oh my gosh, I'm just not signing enough DTs. It's growing pains, sissy. And you can't run from them. You just have to grow. You have to go to your next level of self in this season, okay? And trust the process. If all else fails, focus on your steps to success. If you're freaking out, don't know where to place stuff, don't do it on your own. Ask somebody, ask your upline, okay? Don't place on your own. But, you know, if you're like lost and feeling like you're out in the wilderness and nobody wants this like you want it, and you see the vision, but they don't see the vision, sis, you're focused on the wrong thing. You can't make anybody do anything, but what you can do is inspire people to do what you do, okay? And it's what you do and how you do it. Excitement duplicates. So what I would say right now, if you've not experienced this, the best thing that you can do in November and December is be dadgum excited about 2020. Light that social media up about 2020 and what it's going to mean for your family and what it's going to do and where you're going and what you're going to pay for and what things you wrote on a dream board, and share your dream board. People are going to go, you mean that business is going to put $100,000 in your savings account? What business are you doing? Wait, you mean that business is what is it going to do? Buy you a new car, a new house? It's going to take you to Disneyland and all your family too? Wait, you're going to Disney World? Wait, Disney Cruise? Because you know that mug's expensive. Does that make sense? So you're sharing and doing and being excited in these 2 months. And then what happens is you might have 5 people in January. By the time you get to January, 5 people on your chart that's kind of trying. Guess what? Those 5 people are going to get lit up when bonuses come and promotions come, and we don't even know the half of what's coming. Okay. We know a bunch of stuff that's coming, but we don't even know the half of it. Y'all, at any moment, they could do something little and it just makes your whole business just explode. Like the comp plan, who would have ever guessed they would change our compensation plan? Like, who even does that? So when we were at conference last year, all standing there, I was like, I'm done with the conference. Y'all don't got to give me bonuses. Y'all don't got to say anything else. I'm out. Peace out. We're going to work, you know? So, but then I would also say, get to conference. Please get to conference. It will change your life. It will change your heart, your mind. You will catch the heart of the people. You will hear the stories that will never be posted on social media. Okay. The behind the scenes that nobody posts on their posts. They'll tell the hardships of the business. You'll see people like me and regular, you know what I mean? Like people like us. And you go, well, I don't know if I could ever be like y'all. I mean, I don't know. I went to conference and I saw the millionaires walk across the stage and I was like, wait a minute. And this is not bad. And I was like, wait a minute. If they can do this, I can do this. Okay. And here I am seeing them on social media going, wow, they're so fancy. Wow, wow, I could never. I'm not like that at all. I'm not red. And I wish I was, because I feel like reds can hustle it down, right? I'm not red at all. And I wish I was. I'm like Dory working in circles all the time, but it's really fun and you would want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But when I go and I see these other people and some of them are a mess like me, I'm like, yeah, if that mess can win, so can I. And if that mess struggles like I struggled and they still win, so can I. And if that mess is on the top of the world and that mess is at the bottom of the valley, and then you see them win in the next few months, so can I. But those are things that are caught, not taught. You got to trust the process. Okay? Trust the people that go before you. And then get your honey in that seat, sis. You don't want to miss it. You don't know what you're a part of till you catch it. And it's incredible.
I love it. I think you touched base on almost all of our questions.
My hair.
I will say that you talked about life and like just business and life. We have so much life within our team. Like we've always talked about, I think even Mark, at Green Carpet, he said, you can't have the valleys, or you can't have the mountains without the valleys. Like you just can't. What would you say to somebody, or what advice would you give them of how did you handle a situation when a lot of your leaders had life with life and business? Like, how do you incorporate the two, coach business through life through business? Like, what is your advice with that?
So we did have some big things happen, with our leaders. My poor friend, Nicole, she just, man, she had thyroid cancer and, that was huge. We did have a lot of life. Hey, sometimes you can't control what happens. And sometimes really bad things happen, like death, like loss, like miscarriage, like divorce. And those things really hurt. And it's really sad. And nobody is discrediting the way you feel or buck up, buttercup is not the answer. It's not. That's an unkind response. Buck up, buttercup. Well, forget you. You're not the one dealing in my shoes, okay? Okay, that's how you want it. That's why you want to be like, but forget you. Here's what I'll say. You kind of want to let go of the steering wheel. That's how it feels. You want to let go of the steering wheel and go, dude, I don't even care if this thing crashes into the side of the road. I just can't do it. You can, it's just at a different degree. And depending on what type of life is happening, what type of devastation, if it's sickness, sickness and then death. Those are two different, death is very sad, very hard. And there's a lot of people with illness and a lot of things that go on. Can you steal posts for a little while? You probably could. The other thing I would say is being a little bit honest and, depending on the scenario, talking to your upline and having them help you with how to say the honest things without saying too much, but being honest with your audience. I have a friend who was going through infertility treatments, and she decided to talk about it all over her social media and like the process and everything. I mean, she's just telling the whole story. And inside I want to go, what if something happens? What if it doesn't work out? Do you know how many people deal with that? And I know I've seen your story, Alyssa. I haven't really seen a ton about your story, but I have seen Tiffany's story. You know what I mean? And people go through that and it hurts and it doesn't feel good and it's painful, but people need you. They need your story. They need your testimony, and they need to see God work on your behalf. They need to see the God story in your life. And well, depending on, you know, where you're at, if you don't have a relationship with the Lord or if you do. But he can work all things together for your good. There is good in every single thing that just sometimes has to be found. Sometimes you have to look for it, and sometimes you got to look hard. Sometimes the good isn't seen until way down the road. But people need your story. They need you. Yeah, they need the income. Yeah, you're trying to build a business, but you're also trying to love on people. The more people you love on, the more people you share with, and the more people that you touch, the bigger your business will grow. Okay? And you can't be hard on yourself. You can't buck, because sometimes that buck up business is not the answer, and that's okay that it's not. Okay? There's seasons. But in the meantime, you might be able to steal some posts here and there. In the meantime, you might be able to stay close with your leader and say, today is a hard day. What do I do? You know, some days you got to take a day off if that's the case, depending on where you're at in your story. I don't know. Depends on the scenario. Your business will be there the next day. Just don't drop the same ball over and over and over. That's what me and Stacy talk a lot about. You're always juggling the balls of life, okay? Your family, your business, I say my husband, because that's different from my kids, okay? And then my business, and then, you know, tasks or whatever errands, like life tasks I have to do. So, you know, you're always juggling a ball. Some days I might accidentally drop my business ball and not get everything done I wanted to get done. That's okay. What did I get done? I spent more time with my kids. Okay, awesome. So I kept the kids, husband, and life ball going. I dropped the business. Shoot. Okay, tomorrow, don't drop the business ball again. Knock that business ball out of the park. Okay? Shoot. I didn't get to spend as much time with the girls as I wanted to. Okay, tomorrow, what can I do? I know tomorrow is my volunteer day. I'm picking the girls' ball up real good tomorrow because it's my volunteer day at their school. You know what I'm saying? And that pain gets thrown in there. Life gets thrown in there. But don't drop the same ball twice, because you don't want to completely walk away and let your hands go of the wheel and then try to come back at the end and it's in shambles and you got to start over. You know, locking arms with your leader can really help in times of life trials stuff.
I'll just piggyback off of that and I think Tiffany would agree, but sometimes this business can be a really great outlet when you've got life going on, especially if you're plugged in with your leader or your sidelines or your downlines. Like, it can almost be your release from things, you know, from things going on, but you have to be connected and plugged in and involved. And I will say, like, having a lot of life happened over the last 8 years. There's a lot of things you can do for your business that are very brainless. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot of thought. And so when we had really hard things going on, I could still grow my network. I could still do a lot of things that were like so not mentally draining. Like, I just didn't feel like I had it in me to have a conversation, but I knew I could friend some people and follow people on Instagram. Like, I just did what I had to do to keep the business a habit until I was ready to immerse myself in it again. So for a lot of people, when they completely drop the ball for too many days in a row, or they don't do anything for their business, it's just like going to the gym. And if you take too long off, it's so hard to get back and get consistent again. So even if it's just something so small, when you have that stuff going on, and we were very open about things that we went through with our miscarriages, because I needed people to know that part of my life and that part of my story. It was almost therapy for me, but it also helped me help more people. And I'm like, I didn't just grow this social media platform and friend all of these people over the last 8 years and grow my network to not help them. And I knew enough people would benefit from me being open about it. So that was part of the reason I decided to share my story. And it's been good for my soul as well as my business, just because I relate to so many people and have so many relationships built because of that. So
100%. And that helps your audience give you grace. So if they're like, dang, where you been? Where you been for a minute?
It reminds people you're a human.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? The more people know that you're human, maybe, you know, not your drama. Drama's for your mama, not for your social media. But the more that people know that you're a real person, the better connection you make with them. And then, you know, you'll sign people and they'll go, I feel like we've been friends for forever and we just met. Because you're sharing you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that, you know, God puts you on certain paths to help you grow and just to be that voice to help other people that are within that certain path. That's what helped me tremendously get through my infertility journey, just knowing that I could connect with other people on the same path and help them. And we could just be, you know, just kind of like accountability throughout infertility. I mean, it just helps so much.
And support. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Okay, so I know we've kept you on here for longer than I promised you. I do have one last question, and it's just, I want to know what has you excited about the end of the year and about 2020? Like, what are you most excited about?
So the last season of this time, but last year for me was so life-changing that I am like excited to the point of almost like desperation excitement. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, please, I want you to understand what this can do for your business. You know what I mean? Like that's how I am with my leaders and my team. I'm like, come on guys. Because it was so life-changing on the inside and on the outside that I am just like, I'm excited. You know, I'm a little bit excited to show myself I could do it again. I am. I am mostly excited to see my leaders they haven't slowed down. They're so excited, like so excited that they're causing themselves to panic. Like they're so excited. They're going, oh my God, it's not working. Oh my gosh. Like they're like overly, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all got to calm down. We got to trust the process and just do the test. Y'all got to like, you know, it's going to happen. But I'm just so dang excited to see them just, I mean, explode their businesses that I have to like remind myself, oh yeah, I got to do I'm like, okay, you guys, what are we doing? Oh, dang, I got to do my own business. Shoot. Oh yeah, I'm enrolling, you know what I'm saying? But then I can easily like forget about my 2.0 people. And I'm like, oh shoot, okay, I'm here, let's do this, because I'm so excited for them. I'm like, I don't even care what happens. I'm just so excited for you guys, you know, and I'm excited to see what this next season brings about. Like, it was just such a surprise and such a blessing and just such a giant roller coaster last year. You know what I mean? And every boom season is like that. But the difference was I had never jumped up and ran pre-game until last year, October, November, December. It was my first year where I knew I had the foresight, you know, from the experience. I had the knowledge to go, I know that what I do right now, my paycheck might not jump at the moment, but it's going to make a major impact in my business, what I do right now. So then I was excited to work hard and I didn't even care about the paycheck. I was like, I don't even care if it doesn't change the numbers. I know what I'm doing is going to pay off. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I'm not going to panic about who responds or doesn't respond. I'm not going to panic about what my E-suite says, what rank I am. I'm just going to put on my blinders and just do the dadgum job, because I know that when conference comes, whatever work I've done pre-game is going to pay off in a major way. So if you're doing this much, you're going to get this much in the boom season. Okay. It's going to be more, sure. But if you could do this much in the pre-game, your boom season could mean Ambassador Diamond for you. What are you doing in your pregame? Your pregame is where it pays off, sis. Sure, we got to work January through May, but it's 10 times easier because everybody wants to make money and get healthy, right? Well, there's plenty of people that do right now too. If your hosts are posting, if you're growing your network, if you're posting consistently, talking to people, you got this thing, dude. I'm excited I can't wait to see what May 2020, where everybody ends up. I'm like, it's going to be somewhere good.
I am so excited. I thank you so much. I just love you. And I thank you for taking time to just pour into our whole team. Alyssa, do you have anything?
No, that that I want to come back and watch this about 1,000 times. And I want to make sure every single person that has any sort of $55 goal or more for their business watch.
I know. I set the bar real low.
Hey, I absolutely love it. Seriously, it was so good, especially for this season, like you talked about, just finding fire wherever you can catch it and just clinging to it and running. I mean, we always talk about that. Whatever you do now pays off tenfold. I am the same way. I don't even care about the outcome right now. It's all about the output, because the outcome all comes later. And having been in for so many years, like, I trust it, and I just wish I could transfer that to every single person on the team to just be like, just like you said, like, just trust me, just do it, just go. But yeah, we just appreciate you so much for tonight. It was perfection. I think everyone agrees. If you didn't see the chat, I think you've got like 70, 80 new fangirls. So
yay! Hi, friends. Yeah, well, hey, thanks for asking me. Honestly, this fills my cup.
good.
So I just feel like if everybody could feel what I feel because of this business, it would be, that'd be a blessing to me, because I feel like I got blindsided by blessing is how I feel with this business. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking for nothing. And in fact, I still don't like opening my eSuite when it's the 8th of the month and then you check to see what your commissions are. I don't look. I make my husband look. I don't like it because it's like a report card to me on how what effort did you put in? What job have you done? You know what I mean? So I got issues. Everybody's got issues. You're lying if you don't got issues. I'm like, I got issues.
Everybody has them. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Team, we will see you guys on next Monday's Huddle. And yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Welcome.
Thank you, Kelly.
Have a good night, guys.